In this video, I am going to discuss about the dynamics of the uniform circular motion and the concept of the centripetal force. What is the centripetal force? Might you have learned this topic in the class 9th also, but I am giving you the revision. This is the force required to move a body uniformly in a circle, and this force always act along the radius and toward the center of the circular part. That is why it is called the centripetal force. So here I have taken the consideration, this is a circular path, an object is moving in the anti-clockwise direction. So you all know very well, at each point the tangent drawn on the circle represent the direction of the velocity. Okay, at every point this is the direction of the velocity. Now from each point, when you will draw the line at the center, this line represent the radius at every point, and the centripetal force at every point is directed along the radius and towards the center of the circular path. So that is why this force is responsible for the motion of the object along the circular path. Now you have learned about the centripetal acceleration. Centripetal acceleration is A is equal to v square upon r, where v is the velocity, r is the radius of the circular path. And when you will write this formula, we have a equation v is equal to r omega. So in place of v, when you will substitute r omega, you will get the value A is equal to r omega square, and you all know very well omega is equal to 2 pi nu. Nu is the frequency, 2 pi nu. So in place of omega, when you will substitute 2 pi nu, you will be getting A is equal to r 2 pi nu whole square. Centripetal force is the F is equal to mv square upon A, because we have a second equation, Newton's second law, m into A. So if this is called the centripetal force, the necessary acceleration required is also called the centripetal acceleration. So m and the value of A, v square upon r, and here if you will substitute the value of A, r omega square, then the centripetal force will become mr omega square in terms of the angular velocity. And when you will write the centripetal force in terms of the frequency, then 4 pi square mr nu square, by substituting the value of omega is equal to 2 pi nu. So this is the entire concept of the centripetal force. You will observe this force in many situations when you will take in the position of sun and earth is revolving around the sun. So this is the direction of the gravitational force, okay, towards the earth, which is applied on the earth through the sun. So this force is directed toward the center at each point. So this gravitational force is responsible for the motion of the earth around the circular path of the around the sun. Now you will consider, this is the positive charge nucleus and the electron is revolving. So when the electron is revolving, what is the force required between them? The electrostatic force. So electrostatic force between the positive and negative charge applied by the nucleus having the positive charge on the electron towards the center of the circular path. So this force is towards the center of the circular path of the electron. So that is why this force is responsible for the centripetal force to make the electron move around the nucleus on a circular path. So in many situations, now similarly you can observe this. Suppose you have a string and the stone is tied at the one end of the string, and this is a point where you are holding the string. So when this stone is moving in a circular path, this is the center and this is what? This is the radius. And one more thing you have observed, whenever we are talking about the string or we are talking about the wire, there is a force acting on the in the string, which is always directed towards the suspension point, and that is a tension. So tension in the string is always directed towards the suspension point where you are holding the one end of the string, and this point is the center, and this is the length of the string, which is equal to the radius. And when you will rotate it, this tension is at every point directed towards the center. So this tension is required for the motion of the stone move around along the circular path, and it is directed along the radius and towards the center. So this tension is responsible for the centripetal force for this object moving in a circular path.